You tryna make a while out, I just make a while out.
Before I start this, let me go ahead and say, subscribe to my channel. What's going on, everybody? This is your girl Tashi coming at you from Talk with T, where you get your talk, entertainment, and advice from Tashi Elon Allen. This is my first segment. You know what? Let me rewind. I'm dressed like this because I'm at work. Yes, gotta get it in. I'm working while I'm working. This is my first segment of Real Talk 101, where you're going to get real opinions, real points of views, you know, just real everything. It's real talk. My first topic of this segment is who's more complicated, men or women? Of course, we all know that the typical answer that most people give is that women are more complicated. How do I feel about that? I feel like it's true. But at the same time, I do feel as though it depends on the person that you're dealing with. Not all women are as complicated as, you know, the next woman. And there are some men in this world that are just as complicated as a woman. So I really feel like it's based on the person. But if we're speaking in general here, yeah, I gotta admit, women are more complicated. Why do I feel like women are more complicated? Number one is because we're emotional creatures. Most people will probably think that that's like a cliche statement, but that is so true. We are emotional creatures. We are designed to be more emotional than a man is. And if you have emotions, then you know the emotions just make everything worse. It makes everything more complicated. One good example of, you know, how we put our emotions into things: text messaging. When you text your man and you telling him, you know, how much you love him.
You know, babe, I just want to spend the rest of my life with you, and, you know, I could just really see us being together forever, and my love for you just grows every day, and it grows like the roots in the ground, and it turns into a flower, and then we turn into a big, beautiful, strong tree.
And then they respond like,
yeah, baby, I love you too.
oh, okay. So you just gonna send I love you too, baby? And I just gave you a whole book on how much I love you? Come on, man. Another reason I feel like we're the most complicated gender is because we overanalyze everything. Everything takes deep thought with us, when really sometimes it don't even run that deep. And you know what's crazy about that? I think half of us know that the things that we make deep aren't really that deep, but we still choose to make it deep anyway. But I guess that's the complication of being a woman. But overanalyzing is not always bad. Like for planning a trip. If you get a woman to plan a trip, you are going to have an itinerary on every single thing that you are going to do on that trip, where you're going to go, what time you're going to go there, the things you're going to need to bring, all of that good stuff. If you get a man to do that same thing or to plan a trip, trust me, it's not going to be that detailed. We come prepared. So yeah, we overanalyze everything, and that makes us more complicated, but at least there's a good side to it too. I went on the internet, and of course I typed in the same question, and of course most of the links said the same thing. And I did find this article. It talks more about, you know, the deeper reason as to why a woman is more complicated. The very first thing that it says is, I mean, we have a lot of biological changes. Y'all just don't understand. Like, our bodies go through so much all the time. Our body is always going through so many changes, and our moods change based upon that. As men, y'all know y'all bodies don't, I mean, y'all bodies go through stuff, but it don't go through what ours go through. It really don't. I'm telling you, it don't. Now we're gonna go to some of the responses that I got from other people. I posted a status on Facebook, which you guys should definitely go and friend me. My name is Tashi Allen. Go and friend me, and you can go and look at these comments yourself. But I did make a post asking the same question, and I got a good variety of answers. Of course the majority of them said women, but I did get a few people to say men. One of my favorite comments as to why men were more complicated, one of my friends, Tanya Reynolds, said men. They say they want a good woman, but they cheat with thoughts. Girl, I agree. I guess that could be a reason why a guy might be a little bit more complicated. They really do claim that they want this amazing woman. They want someone that's gonna do that, but they still kind of chase up behind the little thotties, the little hoes and whatnot. And I never really understood that. I got a few more responses. Tracy Beard says men are more complicated. He says teaching young black men to be emotionless because that's what being a man is about is unacceptable, and it does harm in the long run. Men and their infidelity issues. Lastly, men with this whole masculinity is fragile issue. I thought that was a pretty interesting point of view because all of those statements are pretty accurate. There are so many stipulations to being a man that it kind of just makes it all confusing on like what is a real man, you know what I'm saying? But a very interesting point. I have another Facebook friend, Ladarian Scarface Chandler. He says women, they're more emotional and take simple things to a much further level. Hey, that's what I just said. So I definitely agree with that. Sometimes we do take things to a level that it don't even need to be on. Like it's really on level here, but we put it on level there. And I also have some comments that say both. Cortez Clark says both. Alexis Claire on Facebook as well, she said both. Everybody is dumb, annoying, and don't know how to communicate. And girl, that's true as well. It's so many things that I'm saying that are true. It's so many things that you guys said that are true. But yeah, I feel like, everybody is complicated in their own way. Everybody, men, women, and even in between if there is one. Well, that concludes this episode of Talk with T, where you get your talk, entertainment, and advice from Tashi Elon Allen. Follow me on Snapchat, Tashi_Elon. Follow me on Instagram, T_Elon. And like I said, friend me on Facebook. Go and like the Talk with T page. Do all of that good stuff. P.S. I think women are more complicated because we're smarter. I'm going to see y'all later this week. I already know what my next topic is going to be, so you guys be on the lookout for that. You can keep up with everything that I'm doing via the social media. So like I said, go follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and friend me on Facebook. I will see you guys later this week. Catch y'all later. Know what it like when niggas fuck with you for real for running, yeah. And can still hit the streets and get a meal in one day. So baby.